Rich Mom Starter Pack, Upper East Side Edition. Oh, you just inherited $50 million. And your husband did too. You want to move to the Upper East Side to be with all the other naturally wealthy people. Here's what you'll need to fit right in. Snag a little apartment at 740 Park Avenue. Before they let you move in, it's actually a requirement to get a little crusty white dog who's not that cute. Pick up one of those and name it Tabitha or something. Celebrate your new apartment, go to the Lowe's Regency and have like 18 gin martinis. Don't worry if you get sloppy. Blacking out as an adult is part of Upper East Side culture. Next, purchase a Volvo. You're so wealthy you think flashy cars are nouveau riche. Fun, send your kids to Dalton so you feel edgy and momentarily liberal. As for what to wear, you're gonna need several $20,000 Loro Piana capes. Are they practical? Not really, but neither are you. Top off any look with a Birkin. The older, the better. Just like your husband's and your money. Spend all your days at Via Quadrona drinking cow's milk cappuccinos. Almond milk is for hippies. Lastly, the Palm Beach house. You will sleep with the pool boy. Rich Mom Starter Pack, Tribeca Edition. So you just married an investment banker. Congrats. And you're moving to Tribeca? Don't worry, I'll tell you what you need so you fit in with all the other rich Tribeca moms. First things first, you're gonna need an apartment in 443 Greenwich so your kids feel safe away from the paparazzi. And so you can befriend Jake Gyllenhaal in the elevator. Next, you're going to want to furnish your apartment in warm, neutral tones. It'll look great in Instagram. So it means everyone will be terrified to drink red wine in your apartment. You'll need a car to drive to the Hamptons in the summer, of course. AVX5 says I'm rich, but I'm casual about being rich. Tracy Anderson membership, so you can stay looking 26 even though you're 35. Number 6, clog boots. Lots of gunny sweaters so that everybody knows you're a cool mom who understands Scandinavian fashion. Membership for your kids at The Wonder. E-coat from Amazon. Which you'll wear on enforced date night to La Conde Verde. Have to go to Jack's with the other rich moms at least once a day. Oat milk lattes only. And finally, the holy grail of strollers, the $2,000 Bugaboo Fox. That's really for your nanny. Duh. Rich Mom Starter Pack, West Village Edition. So you just married an art collector. He's insisting you move to the West Village. Don't worry. I'll tell you what you need to fit in with all the other West Village rich moms. Firstly, you're going to need a $20 million brownstone. Your in-laws will actually just give that to you. Also, be sure to refer to this home as a fixer-upper when you go to American Bar for martinis with the other moms. You don't want to seem unrelatable. Need a Sculpt Society membership. Extra points if Megan trains you herself. Only consume buvette cappuccinos in the day. You're intermittent fasting until go home to your $600 Vitamix and make your kids some Swiss chard puree from the Bonberry website. Pending reservation at Cafe Clooney. This is where you'll sit with your other rich friends and pretend to be appalled that Zoom preschool is $30,000. Need another fixer-upper in Sag Harbor. Finally, your outfit, and this is very important. First, you're going to need some thick glasses. Even if you can see, you must wear these. So people know you know who Voltaire is. And add something sparkly from Gucci. Add one of these, and you're finally ready. Rich Mom Starter Pack, Brooklyn Edition. So you and your indie movie director husband are loaded. You're too intellectual for Manhattan. So you move to Brooklyn. Here's what you'll need to fit in with all the other rich moms. Firstly, you're going to need something subtle, like a $15 million townhouse in Park Slope. You'll need a car. You're going to get an Audi. Even though you're actually from Westchester, you identify as European. You'll need 40 pairs of Golden Goose, so all the other moms know you're casual. By casual, I mean you spend $530 on a pair of sneakers that look like they got run over. Tons of Ula Johnson. Don't actually make your kids' lunches. Just get Sakara delivered and redistribute it in little stasher bags. Don't forget, you're raising little Persimmon and Aristotle is vegan from birth. Starbucks is for tacky Manhattanites who make all your coffee in a Chemex and then carry it around in an Ember mug, plastic shaming everybody. Now, of course, you wouldn't be caught dead in the Hamptons, but you absolutely must get a converted modern farmhouse in Hudson. It's way more chic. Rich Mom Starter Pack, Miami Edition. So you were a rich mom in New York, but you got kind of cold. You decided to move to Miami. Hey, I get it. Here's what you'll need. First things first, $30 million condo at the Four Seasons. Something that screams, I'm single and 23, even though you're 40 and have 4 kids. Speaking of kids, yours will go to Country Day. And don't even think of showing your face at school drop-off if you're not wearing Chanel sandals. Tell your husband you're going to need an account at the Webster. Or if you're really rich, they'll deliver to you. You're going to love Panther Coffee, but only if someone else picks it up for you. Even though there's a new Chanel opening in the Design District, Bal Harbor is where you're going to spend most of your days. After all, you're traditional. Also tell your husband you're going to need to become close family friends with Dave Grutman. Your social life depends on it. Or A-Rod at the very least. Use wads of cash to make sure the maitre d' at the surf club knows you by name. First name. Like he should have a nickname for you. Finally, you'll need a car. A Cayenne is fine. For your nanny, you'll need something way better. Rich Mom Starter Pack, San Francisco Edition. So you were just another marina girl until you fell in love with a tech bro at Balboa Cafe on a hinge date over espresso martinis, of course. Now you're a rich mom. Here's what you'll need to fit in. Tell Brad or Chad he's going to need to reach deep in those fleece vest pockets because you're going to need a mansion in Presidio Heights. You're also going to need a golden doodle. It doesn't matter if you don't like dogs. It's part of the look. Buy all your clothes at Susan on Sacramento. Partially because it's good, partially because there's nowhere else to shop in San Francisco. Next, have a baby. Not because you want one, so that you can push your stroller to as quoted and hang out with the other rich moms. Don't forget to wear your fleece from whatever tech company you used to work at. Send your kids to university. Or if they're really annoying, you can ship them off to Branson and Marin. Obviously, all your date nights will be at Spruce. Sit at the bar because you're cool. Publicly, you drive a Model X. Secretly have a Range Rover to drive up to Martis Camp. Duh. Finally, you'll need a membership to the Battery. It's exactly once a year. You like doing mushrooms at their Halloween party. Don't worry, I won't tell. Rich Mom Starter Pack, Malibu Edition. So, you were an actress on a terrible TV show for about 5 minutes. And now you hit the jackpot and married a Hollywood exec. You're moving to Malibu? Good for you. Here's what you'll need. Your handsome Hollywood exec has probably already bought you a mansion in the colony. Don't worry about picking a car because this exact G-Wagon will already be in your driveway when you get there. You have to look the part. Go buy every single Aviator Nation sweatshirt ever made. And also the short Uggs. Basically everything else on your body should be chrome hearts. Chrome hearts jewelry, chrome hearts sunglasses. Honestly, you're gonna need some chrome hearts furniture too. Also just waltz into Maxfield. They'll already have picked your selects. Go to Sun Life every day. Pretend you don't know there's 1,000 calories of almond butter in the Wolverine shake. You're a cool beach mom now. As for your kids, even think about giving birth if Carson Meyer isn't your doula. And send them off to Malibu High. You do for fun? Well, apart from riding your horse to the Country Mart in a Teresa Foglia hat. Once in a while on a Saturday night, you can drop by the big AA meeting in Point Doom. So you can find out what celebrities are in rehab this week. LA Rich Mom Starter Pack, Valentine's Day Edition. You want to celebrate Valentine's Day like your favorite LA Rich Mom. Great choice. LA Rich Moms have the best taste. Here's what you'll need. Step 1. People would need to book a babysitter. Since all good rich moms have live-in help, that won't be necessary. Step 2. Book a romantic getaway. It doesn't matter that you haven't slept in the same bed as your husband since 2009. A Valentine's Day trip is great for optics. And you see to a ranch is ideal. But if you have to stay in LA, then Nobu Malibu will do. Even though it's only about $5,000 a night. Next, book dinner. Joe Baldi is a great pick. While you pretend to eat your pasta, you can check out the other rich mom's Botox. And maybe even spot a Mal Clooney if you're lucky. Order a bunch of champagne. Not Veuve, that's for mimosas and children. If you're going to spend time with your husband, you're going to need something good. Next, call your husband's assistant and order your own flowers. It's empty vase or bust. If your house doesn't look like a full-on greenhouse, it's a fail. Finally, use his credit card to buy yourself something fabulous at La Perla. And then model it for the pool boy.
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of
Starter Pack, Aspen Edition. Aspen, quiet little ski town. Want to fit in with the other rich moms? Here's what you'll need. Just buy yourself a little $75 million house on Red Mountain. That should be no problem for you since you have Texas oil money. Next, dine with purpose. Matsuhisa because you know the manager. Hasatua upstairs because you have a membership. Duh. Speaking of memberships, need one to both Maroon Creek and Roaring Fork. Do they do the same thing? Absolutely yes. Having both of them makes you even more legit. As for partying, only be seen at the Caribou Club. Safe haven where you can black out in private. You need a car, so get a G-Wagon, which for some reason you'll refer to as your truck. Or if you're more modest, a slightly outdated Range Rover is your get dirty car. You'll need multiple custom Kimosabe hats to wear with your ugly but expensive Brunello coats. Ski, which you probably don't, just so that you can après at the Little Nell with all the other rich moms. Or if you're a fun rich mom, head to Cloud 9. Don't forget about the Food and Wine Festival. Aspen has real culture. Rich Mom Starter Pack, Palo Alto Edition. Congratulations on marrying a mid-level Google engineer who bought Bitcoin early. Now you can move to Palo Alto and use his crypto for your social impact fund. Here's what you'll need to fit in. Your new uniform consists of some heinous Patagonia fleece, Lululemons, Golden Goose, and some sort of ugly Chanel that zips. Because you're a practical rich mom. Forget your love bracelet and a huge diamond ring. Your kids have to start at Bing. If you can't get them in, that's like so embarrassing. I mean, do you know the Chan Zuckerbergs are not? Get a golden retriever. Leave those tacky doodles to city people. Obviously, you'll have a mansion in Tahoe, but that's only for summer. You ski in Aspen, duh. Also be taking the Kona shuttle to your little place in Hawaii. Sip sessions at Coffee Bar and date nights at Selby's where you frequently get the $100 burger even though you were an early investor and beyond. You need 2 club memberships, Sharon for golfing, Circus for socializing, and finally go to the Rosewood for massages with the girls. Or, depending on how your marriage is going, to Cougar Night on Thursdays. Those Stanford boys aren't going to flirt with themselves. Rich Mom Starter Pack, Beverly Hills Edition, 90210. Zip code that sends chills down the spines of rich moms everywhere. I don't care what you had to do or who you had to marry. You're moving to Beverly Hills, you've made it, baby. Here's what you'll need to fit in with the creme de la creme of rich moms. First, have Josh Flagg find you an enormous house. Then decorate it. Oddly enough, a lot of people in Beverly Hills have absolutely no taste. So go crazy with the velvet. Go ham with the marble columns. And hey, a few lion statues out front never hurt anybody. Make Liberace proud. Next up, your new hangout spot. Fountain room for breakfast, Cabana Cafe for lunch, and the Polo Lounge for dinner. Actually, maybe just for drinks because everyone knows the food sucks. And you barely eat anyways. Also love a half chop moment at La Scala. Resting on the side, obvi. Other hobbies include power walking down Bedford, talking to your therapist on speaker, or stopping into Mickey Fine to pick up your Xanax. You also love seeing who's coming out of which plastic surgeon's office. Personally, you have Dr. Diamond's private number. And Canodia and Speed Dial too. He did the girls' noses for their Sweet 16s. Speaking of your kids, they all have androgynous fuckboy names like Jordan and Austin. Even though they're all adults, they all still live at home. Helicopter mommed a little too hard. But hey, I do hear that Jordan's DJ career is just about to take off. Besides, you love having the kids at home. You can justify having the chef from Il Pastel come over once or twice a week. Just to make a few easy pastas. How could you ever give up your precious movie nights with your kids and $500 worth of Xi'an takeout? Although you call it Vicky's because you're a real one. As for vacation, you guys head to Maui if you have a week. Hop down to Cabo if it's just a weekend. 4 seasons at the former, Palmia at the latter. Ever since the pandemic hit, you've been really into taking the jet up to Napa for a few days also. Your family proudly skis in Deer Valley. Aspen has far too many of those bitchy New York folk. Let's talk about your new uniform. No matter what the occasion, you're gonna wear little leather leggings and a statement blazer. A Birkin is ideal. But if you can't buy 5, just stick with Chanel. Not rotating colors signals that you're poor. Sure, you are dripping in ice at all times. Go to 14 carats like most people go to CVS. Always stopping in to just pick a little something up and to see who's buying their wife an I'm sorry present that week. And finally, your new whip. G-Wagon or Range Rover is great. These don't even think about an Escalade or a Suburban if you're gonna drive it yourself. So déclassé. People might mistake you for like Encino rich. And even though you secretly grew up in the valley, you're in the big leagues now. Rich Mom Starter Pack, Brentwood Edition. Actually, I need a little help with this one.
Tinx, I got this. Here's what you're going to need to fit in with all the other rich Brentwood moms.
First, you're going to need a new house. Nab a modern farmhouse just north of Sunset with a G-Wagon already parked in the driveway.
Actually, Tinx, we're doing Teslas now.
Right. The environment.
No, we're all friends with Elon.
Next, put on your G-label and stroll over to the Brentwood Country Mart.
Before buying some heirloom tomatoes and some gluten-free macrobiotic bread, head over to Tracy Anderson for a workout.
You have to be front row so everyone can see how good your choreography is.
Date nights are John and Vinny's or Baltaire.
Before you take an actual bath with your Goop bath soak, be sure to take a sound bath to align your chakras.
You fly in your healer from Tibet a couple times a year.
Have your chef mix Goop Glow into your smoothie every morning.
Or your 2 p.m. margarita. Just make sure you take it daily so that your skin glows like a 21-year-old who just got back from Cabo.
Where should your perfectly manicured children go to school?
The Nest Preschool.
Gotta start teaching meditation early.
And then on to Brentwood or Archer.
By the way, your kids will be vegan.
No, one of my kids is literally vegan.
I love that journey for you.